I was going to show you these washers and this part number, because I think these are probably a much better deal. F00V C17504, and you can get these in the United States from M&D Injector. These are Bosch washers. They're thicker than the OEMs. They have the same kind of grips. This is an OEM washer, and it's thinner than these, which I don't know if you can see that or not. This one's in the package still. It's thinner than these ones here. I think these will crush better. They've got the same grips, okay, and 7 millimeters according to M&D Injectors. So this is the way to go. I think it'll seal better. Okay, we're going to get started. I was going to show you this too. These are the Honda washers, which they're the same size. They're thick. These are the ones that were recommended, but they don't have the grips on them. Those grips in the center grip the nozzle, where you don't really have to grease them. Okay, just to show you what I'm doing, I rigged up another pad that is even finer than the ones that came with the set. That's not going to focus, but I put a 800 grit sandpaper on it. Alright, that part number I showed you earlier, that's the washer on there already. Can't seem to get this thing to focus, but it stays on, no problem, because they have grips. Now this is a new injector. The old injectors might have wear on this nozzle and the washers won't stick, and I was told those are bad injectors anyway. So alright, this thing has some of that white grease on it, just a white lithium on the body. And again, these are the thicker washers, but these particular ones, that part number that I showed you earlier, has the grips on it, which is great because it's not going to fall out when you're trying to put the injector in. They seem to go right down in there. It's already in. Alright. I've been connecting the connector just to get it out of the way. Pre-connect. Again, you don't want to put the hold down forks in until you get the fuel line hooked up. So that's what we're doing right now. Kind of cleaning it up a little bit. Make sure it's threaded down. The fuel line. Okay, now we put the whole fork in. pre-greased bolt ready to go. It's that long Torx. Wrench set up already for 7 Newton meters. Alright. Then we're going to take this other one. Do 90 plus 90. 90. 90. And we come back with our 14 millimeter crow's foot. Put our crow's foot on there, fuel line. Make sure not to hit the injector. 27 Newton meters. I need to back off here. Okay, finally. There's 27. Okay, we'll put the crow's foot on the other end. Fuel rail side. Although you can't see it. 27. Okay, and that's that. I still haven't put the return lines in. I'm not going to do that until I'm done putting these things in. Well, I was going to go with these new washers. I was only going to go 90, but it seemed like it was fairly loose with 90. So I did the 90 plus 90. It seemed like it would be better to do that. Okay, all the injectors are in. All I need is the return lines now. I gotta take these caps off and put the return lines in, but I still have to put some O-rings in there before I do that. Okay, well, my O-rings, I had to put the old ones back in, so hopefully those upper O-rings are gonna seal. If not, I'll have to order some. I couldn't get the right size at the parts store and they didn't fit. I'm going to spray some of the silicroyl in here for my glow plugs. A little bit more. Let it soak in before I fire this thing up. Find that white that I don't have. That soak in. Okay, well, want to leave this, put the key in, you want to leave it for like 30 seconds at least to prime the injectors before you try and start it. Sounds pretty good, but I'll have to use the soap test on it. I'll get some soap in a bottle, test it for any leaks. Looks like it's feeling pretty good though. Nice to be able to see it pulled outside for first time in a week or so. So there's still a lot more I have to do with it. I have to replace the glow plugs. I have to deal with some issues too with the SBC. I do have reduced braking power, and I'm thinking it probably either needs a rebuild or I need to replace, if I'm lucky, that switch next to the brake pedal. Hope that's all it is. I guess I could order one of those. I still don't even have my license yet for the thing. Alright.